Hi, Chris. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Balqis, and this is my partner for today, Sofia.
So hello. We are conducting this interview as a part of our intercultural communication assignment. So before we begin, could you please introduce yourself, including your name, age, and cultural background?
Um, my name is Chrissy Eltin binti Meti Mazlan, and tak tadi ah. My age is 21 years old, and I'm Melanau, Sarawak.
Okay, thank you for your introduction. We really appreciate your willingness to share your thought and also experience with us today.
So there will be 10 questions in total. So Balkis will ask the first 5 questions and I will continue with the remaining 5 questions. So let's begin with the first question.
Okay, the first question is how do you think language affects the way people communicate with others from different culture?
Mm, I think language affects communication because different people understand things differently based on their language and culture.
That's an interesting perspective. Language really does influence how people understand each other, right? Okay, then question number two is what difficulties do people usually face when using a second language in communication?
I think the biggest difficulty is finding the right words and expressing ideas clearly.
Okay, so I can see how that would be challenging, especially when communicating with people from different backgrounds. Okay, and then third question is how do people from different culture usually communicate differently?
Some people are very direct, while others prefer to speak more politely and indirectly.
That's a good point. Different culture do have different ways of expressing themselves. Okay, we move on to question number four. Why do you think misunderstandings happen when people from different cultures talk to each other?
Hmm, Misunderstandings happen because people may interpret words or expressions differently.
I also agree with that. Cultural and language differences can sometimes lead to confusions. And the last question from me before I pass to the Sophia, how do people normally react when they have a conflict with someone from a different culture?
Normally, people try to discuss the issue and solve it peacefully.
That's a good observation, Chris. Communication styles can vary greatly across culture. Okay, so now I will pass the session to my partner Sofia, who will continue with the remaining questions.
So thank you, Balkis. So next question, which is question number 6, is can you share a simple example of misunderstanding because of the language?
For example, sometimes I use Sarawak slang word before. For example, Melanau, and my friend Zeti from another state didn't understand it.
That's a relatable example. Small differences in language can sometimes create a big misunderstanding. So, question number 7 is what can people do to improve their communications with others from different cultures?
Mm, I think we can improve communication by listening carefully and respecting cultural differences.
Oh, I agree with that. So, being open minded can make communications much smoother. So, Chris, So question number 8 is, do you think silence is important in communications? Why?
Yes, because I think silence can show respect and give people time to think.
That's an interesting way to look at it. So silence can communicate a lot without words. So question number 9 is, when you have a problem with someone, do you prefer to talk directly or indirectly? Why?
Mm, I prefer to talk directly, but politely, because it helps avoid confusion and misunderstanding.
I understand your preference. Different people approach conflict in a different way. So this is the last questions for our interview. So what is one good way to solve conflict between people from different cultures?
As someone from Sarawak, I think open communication and mutual respect are the best ways to solve conflicts between different cultures.
So that was a practical solution. So respect and understanding are essential when resolving conflicts, right? So for the closing for this interview, so that's bring us to the end for our interview.
So thank you very much for sharing your experience and opinion with us today. Your response will be very helpful for our assignment.
So we truly appreciate your time and cooperation.
So
So
thank you
thank you
very
once again. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.